tech priest. This abandoned station is definitely used by the Dark Elder. I can finally pay my regards to their leaders.
You should be reminded that the Drukhari use the arteries of the webway that can offer them a swift escape.
Indeed. They also need solid webway gates to transport human slaves to the otherworldly bastions. There must be something vital to their plans I can destroy around here. Degenerated into sadistic models. Emperor's light has found me. in our galaxy.
Warp signatures indicate that this contraption is used as an anchor between real space and the webway.
It's high time to seal the gates then. Let's see how they react.
How dare you to interfere with our work, you arrogant monkey!
Look who crawled back to receive judgment.
I will cut out your tongue for your disrespect. I am one of the cabal of the Jagged Maze. We are the masters of the dark pathways that lead to the sunless Camorra. You cannot stop us.
Stop what? You are kidnapping Imperial citizens. You are nothing but cowards.
Kidnapping? That's endearing. We have taken millions of your kind, you fool. You have abandoned entire worlds and let us prey upon the remaining human cattle. I should thank you for that.
The Emperor doesn't abandon anyone. I am here to stop your foul machinations.
You are only wasting your time, creature. The hidden webway tunnels spread wide beyond the veil of your subsector. We go wherever we wish.
Then you should return to your true master and frolic at the feet of Slaanesh.
For this, I will show you the true meaning of pain.
Slaanesh is waiting for you.
Admirable work, Inquisitor. I wish you could bring that Xenox corpse to me. My vibroscalpels thirst for Drukhari blood.
This kind of personal commitment is somewhat unexpected from you, Magos.
The Dark Elder are an elusive race we rarely have the chance to study. Consider my wish a professional curiosity, with a hint of personal vengeance.
One day, I'll find out why you hate the Drukhari so much, and how you know so much about them. living on borrowed time, Drakari, but not for long. I have found an Imperial citizen in Xenon's captivity. He seems to be a psycho. Who are you?
My name is Thrall. I think. I was a sanctioned psycho, formerly in the service of the planetary governor.
Why did the Xenos spare you?
They tortured me. They have broken me. I was their bloodhound. They used me to sniff out high-ranking Imperials like you.
So, this is how they knew about my every move.
I had dreams about you. I felt your burning dedication. I felt your wrath. They were afraid of you, you know.
You could have warned me telepathically.
I guess. Yes. I can remember the last time I had thoughts and decisions. There was just the pain and the lack of pain.
The place has been cleaned. The reavers of the cobble of the Jagged Maze have been stopped. I consider this operation a success.
I probably don't need to remind you that Cabals send out numerous raiding parties. If this murderous witch told you the truth, there must be other Dark Elder forces working in other isolated regions of the subsector, trying to enslave whole worlds.
I'm counting on that, actually. We should teach them a lesson while they think they are safe. But for now, my work here is done. Magos, I need an explanation why you, as a janitor, are so well versed in the forbidden Drakari law.
And you're absolutely right. I told you that all of this was classified, but for the sake of transparency, I will tell you the truth. I grew up on a small mining colony that fell prey to a Dark Elder raiding party. They took me to an homunculus laboratory. I don't want to go into details. Suffice to say that creature experimented on me, testing the effects of various drugs on the human physique. I was rescued by an Adeptus Mechanicus strike force, who spent a long time studying the various substances in my system. Eventually, I joined their ranks, but I could never forget the atrocities of that despicable Xenox race.
It is indeed a remarkable story. Rest assured, Magos, the time of your reckoning has come.
Inquisitor, you have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
I've been expecting this for a while. My job is not done in this subsector.
Inquisitor, I require your expertise once again. The pacification of the Triglav subsector is still underway, and the Astra Militarum forces are occupied on various worlds where long isolation steered billions away from the path of righteousness. Meanwhile, Lord Bertram, the governor of the Clamoris system, has reported an attack by Xenos raiders on his palace. In light of your recent discoveries in the Aureus system, I strongly suspect that this might be the handiwork of the Dark Elder again. The Clamoris system is the administrative center of the subsector, and we need to act immediately.
Captain, any luck with establishing contact with the governor?
No. The raiders must use a Xenos scrambling device. That was also the reason why we couldn't send you closer to the palace. At least I think that's what the tech priest told me in his lecture.
I'll try to get closer to the palace then. By the Emperor. An engine of pain.
Show no mercy. It is the pinnacle of the homunculi's foul art. A torture device turned into a weapon of war. That was the work of a mad genius. Even with my extensive knowledge of organic and inorganic modifications, I wouldn't dare to contemplate resorting to the dark arts that could create something like that.
These sentient machines serve some cruel masters. It is not a simple raiding party.
We're picking up weak Vox signals from the palace. Try to get closer, Inquisitor.
Captain, I want you to keep all battle stations manned and initiate emergency warp drive protocols.
What happened? Do we have to leave in a hurry?
I strongly suspect that this wasn't a strike against the governor, but a coordinated invasion of the entire planet. We should be prepared for all contingencies.
Is this thing on? Do I have to talk into this device, my dear servant person? Splendid. I am Lord Bertram Cordiano, the governor of this world. Politician, poet, and lover. I require help immediately.
You are addressing an agent of the Holy Inquisition, Governor.
Capital. Then you must be the perfect candidate for this task. These filthy Xenos are trying to break into my palace, and honestly, this ruckus is getting truly terrifying. They have these grotesque machines that scream and kill, and we are entirely powerless against them. Only a couple of flimsy barricades are left between them and my precious presence.
There are more? I've just killed one. I'll deal with them. The moment of retribution is here.
Noble Inquisitor. Shall I call you Inquisitor? Or Your Excellency, maybe? Apologies for my rudeness earlier. It is entirely my secretary's fault. He failed to mention that we have here a noble. In fact, an exceptionally heroic Inquisitor, not a common Imperial agent. Now he's been dismissed. Keep up the good work.
A once proud race degenerated into sadistic monsters. Teleport beacon in range. Dark Eldar, there will be no mercy given or taken.
Inquisitor, not that I would like to appear ungrateful, but we are in a bit of a pickle here. I'm being told that these brood xeno murder things are very close to breaking through the last line of defense. There have already been some casualties among the servants from the lesser social ranks. It's been quite messy, as I gather. And I don't like losing good workforce. If I could just urge you to hasten up somewhat, that would be splendid.
Slanesh is waiting for you. this was your last raid, Drakari. I'm ready for my trial of faith.
Inquisitor, you have been victorious. You fought like Wrath incarnate. At least that's what I've heard. I admit I couldn't even look at the pick feed. The very sight of violence upsets the equilibrium of my humors. Inquisitor, as a prominent representative of the Imperium in the Triglav subsector, you have my eternal gratitude. And I support your cause with all the powers at my command.
I see you're making friends in high places, Inquisitor. We have received the official decree about your temporary appointment to acting military commander in the system.
The governor might seem like a ludicrous inbred, but he is true to his words.
Or he just realized he needs to keep you here for a bit longer. The Dark Elder launched a global attack on Clamora's Prime. The situation is critical.
The Drakari is like vermin. It is about time to face them on a proper battlefield.
Speaking of battlefields, you might want to consider bringing in some reinforcements. I was thinking about the Free Blade Knight, the Crimson Wanderer.
It is a sensible idea, but I need your ship here.
Our good friend, Captain Grexus, is still in your debt. He could transport here Sir Ambrose Caradoc and his mighty war machine.
Fine. Send an astropathic message to the good captain. arrived at the former command center of the Planetary Defense Forces. Not much left to save here.
The Dark Elder are the masters of subterfuge and ambush. These inexperienced soldiers had no chance against them.
The dispatches mentioned a newly arrived commissar in charge of reintegrating the troops into the Imperial war machine. He must be in command now.
Logical assumption. I'll ask the tech priest to mark his location on your map. We also have reports of Xenox incursions from Gladius Hive, not too...
Etheric triangulation subroutines identified familiar warp signatures again. A Drukhari webway gate is open in the area.
That must be the portal the Reavers used to transport their prisoners. That's useful information.
At your command.
Inquisitor, Lord Commissar Scarhurst at your command. Isn't it a nice day for our last rally against the Xenos?
Aren't you way too pessimistic to keep morale up?
Ah, a misunderstanding. This will be their last day in this Forsaken Valley. We are going to give those Xenos a good thrashing.
What are they doing here exactly?
The Xenos are pillaging and taking prisoners from Gladius Hive. Our troops tried to stop one of the slaver convoys but fell victim to a sudden ambush. I'm planning to move against their main forces directly and cut off the head of this filthy operation.
I could be of some assistance, Lord Commissar. I have the coordinates to their temporary webway portal. Send out your men to secure the area, while I close down the Xenos escape route.
Ready to fight.
I will send your soul screaming into the wolf. Has no place in our galaxy. The Emperor's light has found me. Is upon you, Xenos. Is my hatred.
See? I told you that your plan was nothing but a failed attempt to prove your worth.
It is only a filthy human. Do you really think this poorly of me?
I can sense the spark of burning zeal in this chunk of unadorned flesh. You are always underestimating the power of their belief. In any case, I will activate the pain catalysts while you are amusing yourself here.
You think you can challenge me, worthless human? I have destroyed entire civilizations before your kind crawled out into the void.
You can forget your empty theatrics. Your wizened master has already left, and I truly don't care.
You have killed an incubus, Inquisitor, on your own. A part of me is glad.
And I have destroyed their portal, although it might have been too late. A homunculus has escaped. I suspect you already know what that is.
Yes, I do. One of the ancient flesh sculptors, and he could be connected to the recent complications in Gladius Hive.
I'm on my way back. You can brief me on the ship. What is happening down there? The Vox channels went insane a few hours ago.
Instead of retreating as they are wont to do, the Dark Elder have begun to kill Imperial citizens in Gladius Hive. It's a massacre.
That wretched homunculus. It must be part of his plan. I must find that creature immediately.